How you like that, Lucas?
A lot.
It's a
Great day to play.
everybody. Welcome on in to the channel. Whether this is your first time here or you are rejoining us, thank you so much for being here with us today. You are loved, you are appreciated, you are always welcome here, and you are enough. Now today, we're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. I'm in for a treat. We're all in for a treat, and he's in for a treat.
I got treats right here.
I have red vines. Red vines or Twizzlers?
Definitely not whatever these are. These are weird dry things.
No, red vines are the best. Anyway, maybe I don't have a treat. Maybe we're going to cancel this video now. But I have been introducing my producer, Lucas. If you guys have never met Lucas, say hi, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
No, I meant they were supposed to say hi, Lucas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Lucas.
This is Lucas, my producer for our new music, and I've been taking him down a lot of different paths. We've introduced him to BTS so far and Dimash, and today I'm going to show him Blackpink.
Yes.
Blackpink. Now, I think you've heard of Blackpink, right? You've just never heard their music?
Of course I've heard of them.
Okay. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to let this happen. But one of the cool things that I kind of want to get your take on this, because I've already seen this video, even though it's amazing, is the production side of it. I talk a lot. Okay. They have this amazing producer. His name's Teddy. And I just find the production aspect of them amazing. So we're going to do that today. So this is Lucas's first time ever hearing a Blackpink song. So make sure you show his support in the comments.
Yes.
If you want to see more of Lucas do some of these, go back through our journey with us, make sure you let us know. We watch, we listen, we read the comments. That's how we know what content to do next. So show your love. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, hit it twice because there's two of us, right? It's a good time.
Wait, hold on. The what? Don't hit it twice because then it'll...
No, the like. I meant the like,
okay,
not the notification bell.
Okay, because it'll go away then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Although I think there's a thing you have to do, like once you hit it, then you have to turn all notifications on for like everything. There's some... Anyway,
Whatever
without further ado, this is how you like that. Lucas, this video just hit 1 billion views. It's a lot of zeros. You don't have enough fingers.
That's like a billion millions.
Yes. 1 billion millions.
Oh, this is probably going to be pretty good then.
All right, guys.
This is probably going to be pretty good then.
I'm going to have to move some things for pausing. Oh, I just...
Damn. He stepped on my headphones. I almost fell off the boat, dude. I almost fell off the boat.
I'm not even going to cut this out. This is going to be great. I'm leaving that in there. I just ripped his face off. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go.
Blackpink in your area. 보란 듯이 무너졌어. 바닥을 뚫고 저 지하까지. 엊그처럼 잡겠다고. 저 높이 두 손을 뻗어봐도 다시 캄캄한 이곳에 light up the sky. 네 두 눈을 보며 kiss you bye. 실컷 비웃어라 꼴 좀.
All right. I'm gonna pause some of this real quick. Before we get too far into this, I just want initial impressions. Whatever you want to say, just initial impressions about what you've seen so far. Go ahead.
I mean, my first thing I was thinking was there's how he layered the lead synth. I really enjoyed that. There's like a saturation layer, and then there's and then I was thinking, how do they color their hair so often and not have it be ruined? And then I was just kind of looking at how just generally beautiful that they are, like just in general.
You can, I mean, without being, you can say.
They're fine. Of course they're fine, but I kind of knew that they were going to be going in. Like, they are pop stars. I was trying not to be.
Go ahead.
No, I was trying not to be distracted by that. I was trying to listen to the music.
Isn't it hard? That's where I was hoping. Like, that's the hard thing with their videos. There's a lot of distractions, and not just by, of course, how gorgeous they are.
Correct.
They do so much stuff with colors. I a lot of time will focus on the visual aspects of these videos, and like it's so extreme where they go like this back and forth that sometimes it's like, how do you pay attention to it?
It's almost like each young lady has a different vibe for each scene that they're in. You know what I mean? And then they probably come together in the middle or something.
It's so cool you say that. All right, let's keep going. It's cool to say that.
So what I like about them specifically is that they, like, you see a lot of pop, like girl pop groups from other places, like not from America, that they like focus so much in on the cutesy, where these it's like five. How many girls are in this? Four. It's like I'm watching 4 different versions of Rihanna, just like so much attitude from them.
So without rooting too much, because I want to see where you get with this whole video, there is, from the K-pop aspect, and I'm still very, very much learning the K-pop side of things, there are actually different types of groups. So there are groups that are like called girl crush groups, which sometimes I didn't realize, because like when I say like, oh my God, I said in a video before, like, this is my new girl crush group. Not realizing that girl crush is a type of group.
Oh, they're
like when I say it, I'm like, oh my God, like I have like a crush on this whole group, right? Like that's what I say. It's like a specific market of like the style and attitude is supposed to like be that kind of draw and attitude, and then they have like a bubbly pop one where it is kind of more of your cutesy kind of thing.
Don't do that. That's cool.
You know,
like coming out of your face, not cool. Not cool.
We're gonna create a cutesy group.
No, we're not.
You and I.
I'll be like this.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of that. The rest of it I'm gonna save. I love this group so much. So the break there when the transition happens though.
Yeah. How you like?
It goes from like this whole like just kind of like very, very fun, almost like a major key, right? And then it's like, how you like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Oh. Completely changed, like.
Jesus. I understand why this has 1 billion views. And it's like, it's just so well done. The song is really, really well done. Their producer's name is who?
Teddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go, like, when you have something arpeggiating, like the verse,
yeah,
you can create a feeling of, like, I don't know how to say it, like ease and mystic in a certain arpeggiate, even if it's in like a minor key, because of the way that arpeggiating something works. It's kind of like this, it creates a flow even if the notes themselves aren't made for that. You can do that. So then he does that with the verse, or they do that. You know, I don't know how much work that they put into the production, but
He does like, unlike when we were talking about other groups, he does their production.
They're like he makes the music
Yeah,
for
yeah,
them. Okay.
yeah.
So then, so my guess, and I don't know because I wasn't there, but my guess is that he created that drop first, and he was like, this goes crazy hard, and then he was like, so now I have to create verses for them to have, you know, some singing parts. So he probably just took the chords, possibly reversed them, or possibly, you know, maybe they're the same, I can't remember, but and it was just put an arpeggiate on it, and then just dumb down the drums a little bit, and there you go, there's a verse.
And the reason that I find this so cool, because we were actually just talking about this. We created a song recently where the reason I partially wanted to show you this was because I was trying to explain it to you in like the song where I was like, I promise you we can just like, we don't need to transition it.
Right.
Because like, I think what's happening with music right now that's really, really great is there are the internet and the way that production is happening and the way that you don't have to release albums anymore and you can just release singles is allowing people to take more risks.
Take more risks and take more time as well.
And for this group, they don't release a ton of music. Like, they've been around now for a few years. They don't release a ton of music, but every song that I've ever heard from them is so well thought out and so well done. But that's like, I love, and I pull a lot of like my influence from listening to stuff like this because I love the fact that it doesn't necessarily sound like everything else.
Right.
And then the other thing that I always find really, really cool, and I don't know, maybe you know the name for it. I can never remember it. And they'll tell us in the comments. What's this? There's a name for this scale for more of kind of like the Indian or Asian sound. There's a specific name for that scale.
You have to ask me
and
that.
I know, and we
recording.
we don't use that because we don't use that scale a lot here, right?
Right.
But I love that. So you're gonna find it as a theme in a lot of their songs.
Right.
That shows up, and I think it's a really cool way when he transitions things though, to kind of pull also things together a little bit, because it's like that scale is in the middle of a lot of other things.
Right. He threw it in. It was like a more of a Middle Eastern kind of scale.
In this one, correct?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And I just love that here. And then there's so much
I just love how their attitudes are just like I'm gonna step on your parts.
So Blackpink, and this is one of the things. It was so funny that you mentioned this because one of the first things I mentioned. You said like they can go from black to pink. They can go from pink to black. They literally have these amazing ability to adapt. So you'll see them sometimes. You're going to see sometimes. And early on, it was kind of more of like a cutesy feel. And then all of a sudden, at a drop of a hat, they are the baddest bitches you've ever seen.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's cool. The duality is so cool.
Right. Don't do that.
Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. How you like that now? Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. How you like that? 나에게 이른 채로 추락했던 날 어둠나 날 속에 갇혀 있던 날 그때쯤에 넌 날 끝내야 했어. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Bring out the boss, bitch. Blackpink. Dum 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 dum.
It's like when I hear these songs, I say this so often, but because it needs to be said. He takes songs or parts of songs that just don't. If you heard them on your own, I don't think that you would ever go, okay, if you were to have like a sample group and you were to be like, okay, what goes well together? I don't think that anybody really would go, I'm going to take that and that and that and that and put them together.
Right.
Because somebody would go, you're insane.
Right. Right.
But he does it and it works so well.
Well, so he's what we call in like music writing and producing, we call it tension and release. So he's just like a real master at creating tension and then releasing it in different ways. Like so, like the tension builds up in the verses as like, you know, real low, and then the release is the drop, and then the whole drop becomes part of tension, and then he releases back into the beginning of the verses. and it does sound like two different songs, but at the same time, it's like he's not changing scales or anything.
No.
He's kind of having fun with the ups and downs of the feeling of the music.
It's just so cool. And again, I think that the duality aspect of them though allows for this, right? I don't think that there's many groups, if any other groups, that could pull this off, not out right now. And that's what's so amazing about them, because you can make music like this, but you still have to have the group behind it that can then pull off that. And that's a difficult thing for people to do, I think. Just, so good.
Blackpink. Dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum. You gonna like dum 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 dum. How you like that? Dum 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 dum.
How you like that, Lucas?
A lot. A whole lot.
A whole lot. So a lot of these groups, like you said, there's a lot of girl groups. There's a lot of K-pop girl groups out there, and there's a lot of very attractive people in those groups.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And I was having a hard time for the longest time, I think, figuring out, like, why am I so attracted to them?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because of that. I think that there's a reason that people are so attracted to them is because they can play so many parts where they can appeal to all the different side, right? Because nobody's like, we as individuals and things that we're attracted to, for the most part, aren't one-dimensional, right?
Right.
Like, we want to, there's the whole lady in the street freaking bed aspect of it.
Right.
Right? Where it's just like, and for women as well, it doesn't matter who we are. We're not one-dimensional beings. And they, I think, appeal to such a broad audience.
Right.
Because they can hit everything.
Right.
They can hit everything.
Because there's guys and gals and whomever out there that they're like, well, I enjoy when people like are soft spoken and they are whispery and they just wear just pink and yellow, and you're like, cool, dude, that's
got this too.
Yeah, that's your type. But then there are guys that are like, I like young ladies who I feel like might hurt my feelings like every few minutes. And it seems like if they can do all of that in a music video and portray those what's it called, personas in the music videos through their lyrics and through the way that their faces are, then people are gonna love to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it gives them a sense of like, oh, that I like that. And then they ask you how you like that, and you're like, I do. I do a lot.
And the crazy thing is, you watch any of their, I've seen a couple of their documentaries, and there's a documentary on Netflix called Light Up the Sky, and you would never know it. Like, from what I've seen, they are some of the most humble, like soft for the most part. Like, they're all pretty soft spoken, and so it's like crazy because when you see their behind the scenes persona and then you see their stage persona, it's just like, how on earth is that even? It's just they're true artists when it comes to being able to portray those things. So
it's like an actor,
Exactly.
Like
Exactly. So anyway, we like that. That's what we've decided. We like that.
We like that.
If you like that, make sure you let us know in the comments below. What would you like us to do next?
True.
What's next?
Oh, I want to do more Blackpink.
I'm sure you do.
Can you guys comment Blackpink stuff for us to do next? Because I want to do more of that. Like, we do other stuff. I don't feel like with this, like, we could do more of these.
Lucas is all in on the Blackpink stuff, it turns out. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, especially if you want to follow along with what we do, and let us know if you like the technical side of things a little bit more. I think it just brings something a little unique to the table that maybe you guys don't normally get to see. If nobody told you that they love you today, don't forget, we love you. You are appreciated. You are always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last, but certainly not least,
how you like that?
It was a great day to play. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
And it's time to change.